Hey, what is happening, YouTube? Time and George. So I didn't think too much of Vikavolt in the current format. I definitely didn't expect it to be very powerful without the help of Regieleki VMAX, but Mateus, not gonna try and pronounce their last name, proved me very wrong as they managed to take down Stuttgart Regionals with a Vikavolt Palkia V-Star deck. Now, this deck isn't anything super new. We've seen this deck before in past formats. I played against it a couple times in some regionals in past formats as well, but I didn't think much of it in this current format. It just didn't feel like Vikavolt was strong enough to compete with the likes of Lugia and Mew, but as I started to play the deck and try it out, I understood why this deck is so powerful and why I can actually keep up with most of the top decks in the current format. Let's take a look at the list. I'll break down how it works and how we win some of the matchups. Then we'll get some gameplay and show you how it functions. Let's do it. Okay, so the main initial attacker in the deck, of course, is the Vikavolt with the Paralyzing Bolt, 50 damage, and then your opponent's next turn, they can't play any item cards from their hand for a Lightning and a Colorless. And up against quite a few matchups, this is a very, very powerful attack to use on our first turn, even going second. Well, I guess on our first turn going first, we can't attack with it. But we got Melanie in here for Melanie, main draw supporter in the deck. Pretty much the only draw supporter in the deck, besides the one of Marnie, and there's one of Boss's Orders as well. So this allows us to attack turn one with the Paralyzing Bolt. I've been choosing to go second with this deck for the most part, because that feels like it's the most powerful way to take down the Lugia matchup, and it also feels better against the Lost Box deck to go second. But if you're playing up against something like a Mew deck, I think going first is probably better. So yeah, Vikavolt's the main early game attacker, but we also have a Raikou in here with the Lightning Rondo, 20+20 for each bench Pokemon in play, and then there's the 2/2 Palkia line, which allows us to accelerate energy in play to use Palkia as an attacker, or, especially in the Lost Box matchup, to use the Radiant Greninja as an attacker as well with the Moonlight Shuriken, 90 damage to two of our opponents' Pokemon. Really, really strong up against the Lost Box matchup specifically. So yeah, when I looked at this deck, I saw that they won the regionals. I was like, there's no way. How did they win? This has got to be a fluke. But then I tried it out a little bit more in the current meta, and I think, especially with the lack of Dunsparce in a lot of Lugia decks right now, this deck actually holds up really well against most of the top decks. Your Lost Box matchup is super solid. Paralyzing Bolt with the Vikavolt, obviously super strong, shutting down the items from that deck. And then the Palkia plus the Raikou gives you a very strong Mew matchup, actually, because you can kind of prize race Mew. And a situation where you kind of just like KO 3/2 prize Pokemon, potentially using Raikou as your first attacker the first turn where you go second. If they went first, you can turn one like Lightning Rondo, knock out a Mew or a Genesect, and then you're just a boss or a couple cross switchers away from using back-to-back Palkias with the Subspace Swell to knock out, you know, back-to-back Genesects or a Mew and a Genesect or whatever, and then you just kind of win the prize race against me. I was super surprised at actually how good this deck is in the current format. At first, I was like, there's no way. But then I started playing it. I was like, okay, there is a way. I still think the Lugia matchup is a little bit iffy, especially if they have the Dunsparce. But besides that matchup, I think you're almost favored against like everything else, or at the very worst, like 50-50. I was, yeah, just insanely blown away by how powerful the deck actually feels once I kind of got down some of the game plans and started playing around with it a little bit more. So I definitely recommend you all check this deck out and try it if you're looking for something new and different than what you've currently been rocking. If you're tired of Lost Boxes, the Mews, and the Lugias, definitely check this deck out. Let's go ahead. Let's get into some gameplay. If you guys want to catch more gameplay from me with this deck, check out the secondary YouTube channel, AzulGG2. I'll have a video up over there at the same time when this one is uploaded here on the main YouTube channel. So if you want more of this deck from me, secondary YouTube channel, AzulGG2, link in the description. If you want more content from me in general, check out the live stream, twitch.tv/AzulGG. Let's get into it. I'll show you guys the power of Vikavolt. All right, here we go. But I have been choosing to go second on the ladder, like I mentioned in the intro, because we don't know what we're going up against. And in a lot of matchups, we actually want to get off like a turn one Vikavolt. It does depend on the matchup, though, quite a bit, to be honest. Like, I guess it's really just the Lugia matchup. If we're going up against Lugia, we want to go second, I feel like, because we don't want to give them that turn of a supporter to help them find more items, to help them get the Archeops in the discard pile and get the Lugia V-Star set up in the hand. This is a really sick hand, though. Holy moly. But if we do go first, and we're comfortable with going first against a lot of matchups as well, though. That's the thing. I think I'd want to go second against Lost Box as well. Don't give them that like first turn Colress to potentially work with. So yeah, there's a couple matchups where I want to go first, a couple matchups where I want to go second. A little bit undecided as where it should end up. We're up against some kind of Sobble deck. Sobble Greninja, probably something with Palkia, I would imagine. I can't imagine it's anything else. There's a Battle VIP. So here comes the Palkia. Almost certainly. Our hand is really good, though. We got a really, really good hand here. Gonna be able to easily pull off a turn one Vikavolt, I feel like. The question is, do I want to pull off a turn one Vikavolt? I guess, because I could go the route of a turn 1 Raikou instead. They have a lone Palkia on the bench. So this makes me actually want to go with the Raikou double cross switcher to get the KO on that. But KOing their lone Sobble is also pretty good. And then we could use a Raikou as a follow-up. And it also allows me to save my switch cards to get around the paralysis of the Articuno. So I also did prize our Raikou, so it's going to make that way harder to pull off. Energy search. Go grab the water. Go ahead and draw. I'm going to keep the other energy search in the hand. I could already use it to get the basic lightning, but if we get like a speed lightning... Oh, well, we drew it. This also finds the energy for the next turn, so it's like not that big of a deal. Boom, boom. Got the air balloon. Got the speed as well, so we'd rather attach the speed, of course. Get some more cards. We did get the double cross switcher, but I think just KOing the Sobble here is just like kind of the best thing to do. Another VIP pass. I kind of... Let's see, how much damage are they doing with Palkia right now? Not going to be able to do very much. I think I should... VIP pass. I'm going to grab Palkia. We're going to run out of ways to find Palkia eventually. Treat. And Paralyzing Bolt for the KO. Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to KO this Vikavolt here. I don't think we're going to get super far ahead and just kind of take over the game. We got plenty of switch cards to help deal with the Articuno. They don't even have a water. Oh, they do have water in the discard pile, so they could potentially use Articuno this turn. But we have double cross switcher. We have escape rope in hand, so we can deal with that no problem. I might even just KO this Articuno. Actually, that's going to be kind of difficult. Actually, it's like really awkward for us to KO this Articuno because we have escape rope that pushes the Articuno to the bench. They are having the Articuno play set up. So I want a Paralyzing Bolt the Articuno, but we can't really do that very efficiently. I can actually Goon Ping. Actually, that's kind of crazy. I can Goon Ping the Articuno so they can't Emergency Jelly it. I think that's what we're going to do here. So that way if they want to attack with the Articuno again, it just kind of knocks itself out. So we're going to go... I'm kind of interested in that Manaphy, actually, to be honest. I might go after the Manaphy. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what I top deck. We got some options here for sure. I like the... Yeah, the Goon Ping on the Articuno is super cute. I definitely want to do that. Because that way, if they can't get the Emergency Jelly down before the Wild Freeze would knock themselves out. I definitely like the idea of that. We're going to go with the concealed cards. Let's see what we get. Okay. Trekking shoes. Always down for some new shoes from my shoes. Yeah, I'll take the speed lightning. Okay. The question is, what do I want to KO here? I think kind of am down. I want to keep them item locked is the question. I'm kind of down to keep them item locked, so I'm gonna go like this. Boom, boom. Hit him with a Mysterious Tail. Ultra Ball, I guess. I'm gonna go ahead and Ultra Ball away. Mew. And... I don't know. Do I need Echoing Horn ever? I don't think so. Let's get rid of those two. I might regret that, to be honest. I'm gonna go for this Goon. Oh, my Goon is prized. Why is everything prized? Let's go for second Vikavolt. Sure. Second Vik. Attach. Yeah, well, I wanted to Goon Ping here. Goon Ping would have been sick here. Well, they can't put the Emergency Jelly in play anyways because they are going to be paralyzed. Okay, sure. Maybe this is fine still. Maybe we'll get the... Yeah, they can't even Emergency Jelly because I'm going to keep them item locked here. All right, I take it back. We're chilling still. And Paralyzing Bolt. I don't know if I should attack with the damaged Vikavolt here or the clean one. You got me. I don't know. We're going to go like this. But yeah, completely shut them down from turn one. Turn one item lock. Took out the Sobble. Limited their options. Turn one attacks are so strong, I feel like, in this current format. Well, except if you're up against Lugia. That's why I feel like they come up a little bit short. When you go up against Lugia, turn one attacks aren't quite as good. But against decks like this, they are pretty strong. So we're going to be looking for that Heavy Ball once again on this turn to try and find... Well, I don't even know if the Heavy Ball's in there. The Heavy Ball could also be prized, to be honest. But we're going to be looking for it, hopefully, to KO this Articuno so it doesn't get off another attack with the Wild Freeze. And that actually probably is best to kind of stack my... Ooh, the Nessa. Okay. We might want to boss KO that Sobble on this turn. I think I would be down, to be honest. I think I'm down to boss KO Sobble. Yeah, I think I'm down to boss KO Sobble here. And ideally, we're going to get... Oh, we could have a really sick turn here, actually. We could, like, KO Palkia. Plus, ooh, we could do some stuff. I'm excited for this next turn for sure. We got some... There's some plays to be made. As long as we can find that Heavy Ball, get the KO on the Articuno, and then also KO anything else off their bench, which would probably be the Palkia. Leave them in complete shambles and get the dub. So I'm going to thin out my deck pretty aggressively here. The Heavy Ball is there. We should be able to get it here. I'm pretty confident in getting this Heavy Ball. Or with the Greninja. That's not Heavy Ball. Going to the Ultra Ball. Rid of those two. two good targets for it now. Man. These are some irrelevant options for sure. I don't want that. I think I'm going to go with the second Palkia V, actually. V-Star in the hand. Okay, let's go into the Trekking Shoes. Oh, that's not Heavy Ball. Is a ball. Maybe I did want another Mew here, because then I could have used like 2 Mews to try and... Yeah, maybe I did want another Mew here, actually. Okay. Attached to this Vikavolt. Draw 2. Still not Heavy Ball. Did get the other Mew, though. Escape Rope. I'm probably going to send up the Manaphy here, but that's fine. Send up the Mew, we'll get a Mysterious Tail. Then we'll be able to retreat into the other Mew, Mysterious Tail again. Net reset it. Start with this Mew. The net. Go into this Mew. I mean, we could still whiff. Maybe we should do some more netting here. Net, so that we can use another Mysterious Tail, possibly. There we go. Got the Heavy Ball. Should have just been confident the whole time. Heavy Ball. Oh, yeah, and my Raikou was prized. All right, Goon in the hand. Goon ping. The Articuno. Boom. Give me a prize card. They're all kinds of messed up now. Okay. Evolve to Palkia, of course. Net reset the Mew. And then Boss KO on this Palkia. And I just don't see us losing this game. I don't see how we'd ever lose. I'm going to bench the Raikou as well. Yeah, Super Zap Cannon. Goodbye, Palkia. Down to 1 prize card. Man, the item lock doing work from turn 1 on. Completely locked him out of this game. We have full control. And there is the dub. If you guys enjoyed this video with the Vikavolt Palkia deck, be sure to give the video a like. Enjoy the content. Be sure to subscribe. If you want to catch some more gameplay from me with this deck, check out the secondary YouTube channel, AzulGG2. And I'll catch y'all in the next video.